He stopped cold and furrowed his eyebrows. She was right here. Lily's body was right here. He pointed to a rough mess of weeds, twigs, and rocks a few paces in front of him. His tone was flat, drained of energy. I know what I saw. She was beaten and bloody. I'll develop the photos and you can see for yourself. Someone must have moved her, I said. Someone was in the woods. The ground is damp where her body was, he said, bending down and pressing a finger into a large, oval-shaped patch of mud. He showed us the evidence on his fingertip. The murderer could have cleaned up, washed away all the blood. Do you think he saw you? I said. If he watched you take the photos, you could be in danger. I'd like to see these photos, Jay, Bunny said. She searched his face like she was looking for a tell, but he didn't move, not even a twitch or a blink. I wanted to kick her in the shins and give her a shove. Leave Jay alone. But she gave up soon enough, wobbled on her heels over to the boulder and leaned against it with a huff. She smoothed out her dress and began picking milkweed pods out of its folds, flicking them away. I leaped to action, combing the area for clues, hoping I would find an incriminating matchbook or torn piece of cloth from a coat or dress. The matchbook would have a phone number scrawled on the inside flap, or the scrap of fabric would smell like cheap drugstore perfume that, using my bloodhound nose, I'd identify with just a whiff. In a patch of Queen Anne's lace near the edge of the woods, I spotted a dark triangular shape wedged between the long stalks. As I reached down, a group of butterflies sprang to life and spiraled into the trees. When I glanced back to the shape, I saw that it was a woman's shoe. I hooked it with my forefinger and brought it to eye level. I held it away from me, the open toe pointing toward the ground, its ripped bow hanging by a thread, its black velvet dirty. It was a classic clue. All we needed now was a smashed watch and a broken strand of pearls, and we were on our way to pulp magazine paradise. I found something, I said. Jay was sitting on top of the giant's skull, his eyes far off, his arms crossed tight over his chest. Bunny was leaning back and holding her face to the sun like some ridiculous postcard. Come to Royal Oak and stay a while. Neither of them made a move. I called to them again, this time louder. They popped out of their daydreams and came quick. See, Bunny, there's blood on it, Jay said, jabbing his finger at a rust-colored stain that covered up the size and make on the insole of the shoe. I'm not inventing this. Bunny wrinkled her nose as if it was the woman's foot itself and took a step back. Was there another shoe? Jay asked me. I don't know. Where did you find this one? I pointed to the spot. He rooted around until he found the shoe's mate. He gave it a quick once-over and set it on the ground by his feet. He pulled his camera strap over his head and stripped off his linen shirt, leaving him in a T-shirt with sweat stains at the armpits. He spread his shirt on the ground and wrapped his new discovery in one side of it. We need to keep these safe, he said. I offered him the other shoe, still dangling from my forefinger, and he took it and folded the shirt over it. So you can take them to the police, Bunny said. I can't go to the police, he said. The body's gone. The blood's washed away. But the shoes, Bunny said. You can show them the shoes. And the photos. What about the photos? The photos make me look guilty. They won't understand why I took them. I'll just be crazy Letitia's grandson back from the war, murdering helpless women and taking their pictures. And the shoes. We've tampered with them. C's fingerprints are all over one of them. She hesitated, sizing him up, her lips separated but motionless. You are too frustrating, she finally said. You really are. The truth is, I'm not sure I believe you. I believe you, I chimed in. I do. She frowned at me, her mouth a bright red boomerang. Thank you, C, he said. It's nice to know someone does. Bunny glared at him. You need to develop those photos, I think.